she's not going to make it easy on me. Hold on, I'm going to cough real quick. Excuse me. She says that she would love to connect with, I think there was a nice little list, Tracy, Serafina, or Abby. Whichever. No big deal, right? I'm freaking in, okay? So, let's see here. I am going to go ahead, and here's how we're going to play this game. We're not. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to play this game by me just bringing through, okay? This is me bringing through whoever and you telling me if it matches the description of any of them, because I'm going to let one at a time come through and have a convo with me, and we'll see what we get. It's kind of fun, right? Okay, cool beans. And so first person had a hard, I feel like she's younger. She had a restricted airway or a hard time breathing or communicating. So I'm just going to do this up and down arrow that I usually do. So younger, had a hard time communicating. Ultimately, it was medical, but it was physical world created. So a physical world situation, I would say, led to a medical situation. I feel bad if I just pick one. No, you're totally fine. And I feel like it led to some physical world thing, led to a medical situation in which we were unable to communicate, unable to breathe. And then you also have somebody who, older, let me know if that resonates with any of them, the first person. And the second person is like a mother figure, older, jewelry, you physically have something of theirs on display, I would say, or yeah, something we make in honor of their memory, ashes, clothes, something in honor of their memory. Older female, and she said she passed suddenly, unexpectedly, and so we think the younger one that was congested, that a physical world thing kind of ended up in a medical situation, we think that may be Tracy. Okay. And then I guess I'll just ask you stuff toward the end. And then you have another one that seems a little older, like a mother figure. And then she talks about jewelry, and then additionally talks about something you have or something you make in honor of her memory. And I think we know what she ends up passing from. I think it's medical and gradual. It's just all of a sudden you go to see her, and then 3 days later you get a call that she's dead, and you just really didn't see it coming. So it happens real quick. Almost feels like grandma energy. Does that one make sense? Second is Abby, my great grandma, and I actually have some flowers of hers, and I love this. So let's narrow it down to those two people that I brought in, because we don't want to just pick one, so we'll pick two. Okay, so for Tracy, very curious to know how she ended up passing. If you wouldn't mind telling me that. How did she end up passing? And Tracy's the one that was younger, and she had told us that she was a little congested or inability to communicate toward the end, and then she had a decline toward the end. So pneumonia and kidney issues and actually so many things. Wow, okay. And so flowers were her everything, and I love that. And I love that she's drawing flowers for you, and that's making sense with you. And then Sam I Am said, it started with a broken ankle, not allowing her to move much, and then because we talked about that physical world thing, turned into a medical situation. So it actually started with a broken ankle and it not allowing her to do a lot of movement, and then it progressed medically into pneumonia. She began to have kidney issues, and her body literally started to medically decline at the end. This Tracy is I don't know who she is to you, but she's a primary guardian angel for you. And then this Abby is a secondary guardian angel for you. So the woman with the flowers, the great grandma of yours, and you still have some flowers of hers, which is great. How did she end up passing? Granted, she's a great grandma, so we're assuming, but just to see, it just seems like medical. We knew it was coming, as I had stated before, and that it just came over us very quickly. So how did she end up passing? And then who was Tracy to you? Okay, so Sam I Am for Abby said she fell one morning and had a bad brain bleed. oh my goodness. And she's literally talking about how it happened really suddenly and how it was a medical thing, and inevitably when you get to that age, you're probably going to end up having a fall. So she ends up having a fall, this great grandma, and then she gets a brain bleed because they're fragile. Tracy is my best friend's mom, but she claimed me as well as a long lost daughter. And I love how as far as like seniority and hierarchy in the spiritual realm for you, she gets to be a primary guardian angel. So I'm not saying your third person that you want to communicate with isn't there, but definitely for that chunk, we have Tracy as primary guardian angel, and then wonderful Grandma Abby as secondary. And Abby's just up there doing arts and crafts, and she goes, maybe you need to get into this. Maybe the side of you haven't even discovered is a hobby. It doesn't need to make you a lot of money, it just needs to make you happy, but whatever, you'll figure it out.